Welcome everybody back to another episode of Getting Under the Skin. I'm Topaz, and I'm really excited to have you here. Today I want to share with you about the power of naming things when it comes to an organization or a business. I've talked about in the past episodes about the power of naming things of yourself. When I changed what I call myself from a filmmaker, film director, to a story breaker. When I substituted the name money for energy. The power of what we name things and how we see things, how we draw things up, affects our relationship to it. And by affecting the relationship to it, it changes the possibilities. It changes your opportunities. So, what do you name the people who purchase your products or services? Do you call them clients? Do you call them customers? Do you call them consumers? Those three words could be interchangeable, but they're also different. Consumers are just consuming what you give them. It's a different type of relationship than maybe a client or a customer, right? I mean, our company at the Skin Deep, at our Experience Design Studio, the Skin Deep, we call our audience or our community, we don't call them that. We call them catalysts. Why? Because we didn't just call them audience who sit back and just watch. We didn't call them consumers who just eat whatever you give them, consume whatever you give them. What did the term catalyzer create the opportunity of a relationship for? How did that change from one of an audience or a community? Catalysts make the thing happen because the experience doesn't come to life unless they catalyze it. They have to engage with it. It's like Pop Rocks. I don't know if you remember this candy back in the day, but there was a candy, maybe it's still around. You put it in your mouth, and as soon as it hits your saliva in your mouth, it starts popping and fizzing and jumping around. And you have a sense that it didn't come to life until it went into your mouth, until you engage with it. So by calling our community, by calling the people who engage with catalyzers, it also gave them a sense, or from our point of view, in our relationship to them, that they co-owned it, that it wouldn't have existed if they didn't engage with it. That creates a different kind of relationship. It changed the way my team and I engage with the people who engage with us. It changed the way we saw them. What about the people who work on your team? You calling them employees? You calling them colleagues? You calling them team members? What are you calling them? What if you call them collaborators? Each term means something different. It has a different nuance. It has a different possibility. Let's look at an organizational chart. CEOs at the top, executive teams at the top, next layer down. Next, maybe the VPs, the managers, next layer down. As you go down, who's in touch with the clients? Who's really on the front lines? The people at the bottom, right? Well, why are they at the bottom? What if we take this organizational chart and flip it? If the CEO is at the bottom, if the executive team is at the bottom, maybe they're more like a tree and they're the roots. And their job is to create the environment so that the leaves, the people on the line, are most engaged with the world out there. What would that do to the mentality of the team, of the company, if you just swap the organizational chart, flipped it on its head? We have a different relationship. Maybe that means our job description changes. Maybe that means the way we relate to one another changes. Maybe then the managers have a different job. It's not to tell you what to do, but it's to create the space so that you can best serve the clients. So what are you naming things in your business? Don't just name it the same thing that everyone else names it. Play with that. Shift it. Ask yourself, what if I named it something else? Give it the name that will direct you in the relationship that you want to have to it. Utilize the power of naming things and drawing and perceiving things to your advantage, to create the relationships and the opportunities and the perspectives so that you can have a different kind of engagement. It creates different kind of possibilities. Thank you so much for joining. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And also, if there's something you want me to explore or talk about, leave them in the comments. I'd love to check them out. Thank you so much. Have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye.